Hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Um, Today I want to talk about something that we've talked about before. So I thought I'd run it back, and I want to talk about your wedding party gift and budget. And the first question I want to ask is, do you know how much you want to spend on your wedding party gifts? Do you have a specific number in mind? Um, or um, if you don't have a specific number, do you have kind of like a number that's based on your overall wedding planning budget, right? So, if not, if you don't know what that number is, that's what I want to talk about today. But before I go any farther, let me make a quick introduction for those who are new around here. My name is Amy Cole. I am a personal gift consultant, and I help brides and grooms with busy lives save time by creating personalized wedding party gifts for a memorable gifting experience. So, now let's get into this budget. And it is a frequently asked question because, people are not sure of what to spend on gifting. And really, the answer to the question of how much to spend on your wedding party gifts really depends on your overall budget and the impact and the experience you want to give your wedding party, right? So those are the things that you want to consider. And the reason why I say your overall budget is because if you're having a wedding that is, on the lower end, you may not want to spend $200 per person on the gifts, right? So it does depend on your overall wedding planning budget. How much you want to spend overall on your wedding, and it also depends on the impact and the experience that you want to give your wedding party. But there's actually no set amount. And I'll let you in on a little secret. There's actually no rule that says you have to gift your wedding party. Um, it is something that you can choose to do to show, your appreciation for them because you are requesting a lot from them, right? Many people in your wedding party may have to travel. They may be spending lots of money on dress or shoes or, what have you. Uh, they may be staying up long nights with you, helping you plan, helping you pick up things, helping you, do whatever it is you need to do. So a lot of times, being a part of the wedding party does um, bring a lot of responsibility, right? To help the bride and groom really, before the wedding, on the day of the wedding, and into the marriage. If you're really close friends, that those people are there for you um, into your marriage. So a lot of times the people that you choose to stand beside you to be in your wedding party is not, they're not just acquaintances. They're people that you really care about and love. And so that's why a lot of people choose to give gifts. But like I said, there is no rule that says that you have to gift your wedding party. Um, but there's a good reason to do so. But back to the budget. If you do not have a budget to create gifts, then that's okay. You can choose not to give wedding party gifts. But what I would say you could choose to do instead is write heartfelt notes or letters to them, telling them how much you have really appreciated them um, walking alongside you or being alongside you on this journey into marriage. And that can really go a long ways as well. So if you don't have a budget for gifting, then that is something that I would say you would really want to consider. Don't underestimate how far a heartfelt note or letter can go in showing appreciation. Now, to get into numbers, uh, there are some guidelines out there. There are some general guidelines out there um, to help you figure out what your budget might be based on your overall wedding budget. And some of them suggest around 2 to 3% of your overall budget as a guideline. But remember, with those guidelines, that gifting budget, it could include your wedding favors, your wedding welcome gifts for your guests. It could be and or as well as your wedding party gifts and your gifts to each other. So keep that in mind when you're looking at that 2 to 3% of your overall budget, that it includes more than just that suggestion includes more than just the gifts for your wedding party. Now, you can choose to make that whole budget for your wedding party. It's really up to you. Like I said, that is a guideline. Bring the bag. Yes, bring the bag. Uh, but yeah, so the that is one way that you can determine your budget. Now, if that doesn't work for you, then I think, just to be a bit more specific, I think that there are 3 gifting tiers that might be a little bit more helpful to you to figure out where you land as far as what you want to spend. So I think there are 3 gifting tiers, and this is from my own perspective. And on the very low end, you have gifts that are between $25 and $75. That's on the low end. That's on the low range of gifting. And in that gift range, you want to be very selective about what you choose as a gift. Maybe you want to choose 1 to 2 items that will make a great impact on the recipient. It could be 1 to 2 highly personalized items, maybe even 1 item. Don't underestimate how much 1 highly personalized item can impact a person in knowing that you really thought through the item that you chose for them. Right, so that's on the lower end, $25 to $75. In the middle, that the second tier, you can likely expect to spend somewhere around $75 to $100 per gift, and this is the average. This is the average for most wedding party gifts for bridesmaids and groomsmen, right? So kind of think about that mid range of $75 to $100, whether or not you want to fall within that range somewhere. But now, if you're looking to create a beautiful and personalized gifting experience with more luxury items, then you will fall into the third tier of that gifting budget range, and that's $100 and up. And I say and up because there's no cap on it. The cap is whatever you want it to be. You can spend $500 per person if they mean that much to you. And if the experience you want to give is at that level. So those are the 3 tiers that I think could possibly help you think about, how much you want to spend. But a question I like to ask my clients is, what is the max that you would spend on each gift? Think about it. I just gave you 3 tiers. There's 25 to 75, 75 to 100, and 100 and up. Like, what is the max that you would spend per gift? And then calculate from there. And if that number scares you, then you probably need to reconsider the max amount. If you're comfortable with that number, then you can proceed with using that as your budget. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not a hard and fast rule as far as how much you should spend if you decide to give wedding party gifts. But those are some things you can think about, and you can consider while you are coming up with your the amount you want to spend per gift. Oh, and another thing you really want to consider are the number of gifts that you are giving. Sometimes, I've mentioned this before, and sometimes, the number of gifts or the number of people you have in your wedding party may limit the number of gifts you can actually give. Um, and you definitely want to try to get gifts for everyone, but you may not be able to. So then you have a decision to make on who you're going to actually gift if you have a really, really large wedding party. But um, yeah, that those are some things that you can definitely consider uh, when trying to come up with the number that you want to spend per gift um, for your wedding party gifts. But you guys, let me know in the comments if, what is the max you have decided to spend on your wedding party gifts. I know there are a lot of brides out there, or brides to be. There are a lot of newly engaged couples, and the budget is one of the first things that you start to think about, kind of right out the gate, after you get engaged. And you want to be sure that you think about your wedding party gifting up front, so that you already have that in mind. And as I've said in other videos, you definitely want to give yourself time. So figuring out that number early on will help you in your gift planning, right? Like that 4-part plan that we just went through a couple of weeks ago. So, but yeah, let me know in the comments, what is the max you are willing to spend on your wedding party gifts. Also, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer those questions or comments. Definitely leave them in the comment section down below. And if you don't want to leave them there, you can send me a DM and I'll be happy to respond to you there as well. If you're if you're watching my videos and you're deciding that you do not have time to do any of the gifting on your own, then definitely, that is why I am here. Click the link in the caption and schedule a free consultation with me under the Wedding Party Gift Concierge, and let's see if I can help you. If you happen to be looking for my work, then you can, obviously we're here on Facebook. You can also check us out over on Instagram, and see our work over there and follow us over there. All of our videos are over on YouTube as well. So if you want to watch or binge watch the videos, then you can definitely head over to YouTube and watch all of our videos on our YouTube channel. But while you're over there, make sure that you subscribe, like the videos, and hit that notification bell so that you know the next time that I upload a video. But if you're watching the replay, whether here or any of the other platforms, if you're watching a replay, be sure to say hello so that I know that you stopped by, and so that I can say hello back. That is all that I have for you all today. I hope it was very helpful in helping you to figure out what your budget will be for your wedding party gifting. So that is all that I have. And until next time, you guys, happy gifting and many blessings. Bye, y'all.